Yeah, my fucking front right tire was a 47.
What'd you say?
My front right was a 47.
Somebody comes out in front of me, the car just stops burning. Hey, as soon as you get that air taken off, you just do not turn when you're trying to do a hot lap. I don't know. Yeah. 814 was the best I could do. It just wouldn't grip coming out of 4. But I don't know how much of that, because I keep having cars in front of me. I feel like it's losing the nose with the dirty air. 'Cause as soon as they got in front, or caught up to them getting into 3, it just started pushing.
No fucking wall. Yeah, whatever. Starting to not feel as good about this race as I was wanting to.
What'd you say?
I'm not feeling as good about this race as I was wanting to.
Why?
Just the way the car was after all those laps, I just don't know.
Just felt way slower.
Yeah, I was like damn near a second slower than we was the other day. And that front right was fucking gone.
All I can say is good luck, fellas. You're gonna either.
It makes you fucking so tight. Even if you're way faster than them, you can just feel the front end just not gripping. Just loses all the downforce.
Oh, God.
Invincible.
Any prediction how many cautions y'all think? I'm gonna say 9, maybe 10.
Well, you gotta think that practice, we definitely were running a little later in the day, towards the end of that.
That's what I'm hoping. It's just the time of day.
This is just, it's very slick and very, very sunny.
That's what I'm hoping. It's just the time of day.
Motherfuckers are spinning coming out of the pits. That dude almost spun out in 1 and 2.
I hear somebody spinning there. Their tires sliding.
I noticed right now during the day I gotta wait a little later to get on the gas in 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah. Good little bit later for me. Here, if I try to get on the gas like I was the other night, straight to that fucking wall.
I need it to be nighttime because I cannot see that turn 4 wall. What's the spread like?
I don't have the grandstands.
20 seconds and they go live.
Here goes fucking nothing.
Where did 5 o'clock right now.
Hello everybody, welcome into Kentucky Speedway for the Noma Truck Series here tonight. The second race of the season. Drivers just getting qualifying underway. You're taking a look now at last week's winner at Daytona International Speedway, John Lynch from Yulee, Florida, owner of Spine Racing. See what kind of lap he can put down. Not exactly sure what kind of speeds we'll see tonight. It looks like he's already setting it up. You see him run that high side all the way through 3 and 4. Going to get as much speed as he can before he hits that start-finish line. Now I think we'll see him try to hug this yellow. Sure enough, we got the tower up. Looked like it may have only been 4-ish minutes for qualifying. Thought it'd be a little longer, but with it being just a 1.5 mile track, don't need quite as much time. We'll see who can top the board. Track position definitely going to be a key factor tonight. And I'll tell you what, this man right here wants to go back to back if he can. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen. As everybody can probably tell if you're over here, unfortunately, Bobby not here tonight. Had to deal with some more personal matters. From what I hear, wishing him all the best. We hope to see him back as soon as possible. Just subbing in here, trying to get these guys something so they can go back, have something to watch. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in right now. Looks like at the moment, though, top of the board is going to be Justin Parham. In the 19 truck. Was watching him a little bit in practice. It looked like he had pretty solid speed. He was really hugging the yellow. A lot more than some of the other guys. Looks like maybe he missed it just a little bit this time, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, he gets in the wall. Just trying to get a little too greedy. Doesn't matter, though. He already put down the lap time he wanted. He's sitting on the pole by 3/100ths of a second right now. So I think he's feeling pretty comfortable. Looks like Robert Jordan almost was able to steal it. Not quite, though. And it was in the thousandths. That's how close it was, but it's not going to be quite enough. Actually, we can take a look here just for the fun of it. Let's see the lap times Justin ran here. Compare it. You see a 30.823 from what I can see, and then we'll go over here to Robert, 30.826. Yep, so 3/1000ths of a second. How about that? That's pretty close. Doesn't matter, though. You got to make sure you have the fastest one. That's all that really does matter. Qualifying's got about 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Let's go see who else we got out on track here. Looks like the 5 truck of John Bell.
That was way slicker than in that practice session.
Yeah, I fucked up turn 4 and I only got an 8.23.
Taking a look, though, at Rodney Roberts. Driver out of Alabama. See what kind of lap he can put down. Everyone trying to steal the pole from Justin. Nobody's been able to do it just yet. Couple things tonight for you guys that are in here, just to note.
Yeah, track does not have a 6 in it right now.
Too loud, too quiet for you, either the game audio or my audio. Also put motion blur on tonight. It worked good in a race I did before this, but still slightly in that experimental phase. So just let me know if it's maybe not looking the way you guys are liking or want it to be, and we can get that situated. 1.5 here left in qualifying. If we have anybody else still out on the track, looks like Ray Zerkut.
Well, we did get 1 and 2 to start the race.
28 truck. And a little bit.
The 3 people who hadn't qualified, I don't see them beating us, considering they're fastest.
Super Speedway tracks, I did
out of the 3 of them was a 31.1.
With a lot of these drivers, but not on different tracks such as Monahan.
Pretty tight qualifying field, though.
Pretty fun
I was
track,
surprised
though.
at how tight it was up through there.
Anymore in real life, or they did in this last year at least.
Worries me a little bit more for the race.
I'm pretty excited to see what kind of show we're going to put on tonight.
Dirty Air is
very clean series. Don't see many cautions.
I think Dirt is going to be back there even after lap 1, just sliding.
25 truck field. Actually, a couple more. Looks like maybe 3 more.
Surprised that Jeff Carl didn't do better.
Who's that?
Jeff Carl or Joey Hitchcock.
We did put a poll out. We said, could the man that got it done last week, John Lynch,
Matt
get it done again
Dyer.
tonight? Looks like 60% of you said yes. So got to feel pretty confident in that 90 truck's ability. Currently sitting 8th.
One of the things that fucked me up so much right there was where we just done that fucking practice session. And and it just drove completely fucking different.
I think he's going to be doing just fine in that nice looking 24 Exalta truck. And that is going to wrap up qualifying. White flag is out, so we'll start getting some of this stuff away. Get set up to do your grid here. Don't have as much time as we do at the big ovals to read everybody off. So we got to make sure we get to it here. See the drivers gridding up a bit farther back. Can go to pit lane. Actually, we'll go to TV1 here. Why not?
Yes.
Get the grid up for you again.
5, 6,
so if I do get your name wrong,
34,
I apologize. Let me know,
roughly 34 laps.
Definitely don't want to say anybody's name wrong. Either way, starting on the pole tonight in the second race of the season is going to be Kenneth Riedinger in the 24 truck. Starting second to his outside is going to be Justin Parham. Row 2 is going to be Robert Jordan and William McKellar.
You didn't read the bulletin?
Short to his outside, Robert Duvendak. champion of the Super Speedway Series last season. Matthew Fritz, 7th. 8th is going to go to John Lynch, last week's winner.
I thought it was supposed to be like
Looks like 9th place is going to go to
this.
Paul Witt.
It's supposed to be doubled of
John
the
Bell.
first
Row
stage,
6
and then
is
the
gonna be made
last
up of
stage is
Chris
supposed to be like
Akers,
half or
XBTV
total or
driver to
whatever.
his outside, TJ Allen. 13th is going to be Matthew Dyer. 14th, Ray Zerkut. 15th, Jay Stinson. That is a Hickox Motorsports driver, I do believe. 16th, Jeff Carl. 17th, Edward Smith. 18th, Rodney Roberts. 19th is going to go to Christopher Bonomi. 20th, Randy Bonomi. 21st, Joey Hickox, another Hickox Motorsports driver. 22nd, Sam Boutwell. 23rd is going to go to Vincent Guerrero. 24th, DJ Mattish. 25th, Albert Hewins. 26th, Robert E. Morrison. 27th is going to go to Guy Braco. And rounding out the field on 28th is Fuzz Yater in the 84 truck. A couple
He said they're
storylines
racing
I'm
for
sure to talk
third.
about throughout this race. But we're going to have to go over your race info before we do that. Trucks haven't quite started rolling just yet. Still sitting on the grid. Everybody, he does have 2 minutes to grid up. A lot of drivers like to take full advantage of that 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can't get on the
laps
hour before the race and practice, and then wonder why you can't get turn 4.
As you see drivers just getting ready to roll. Now that light pops up. That means we are getting ready to go. Let's take a look at your race info. Top's hidden, but it is Noma Truck Series at Kentucky Speedway. It's the Bourban 210. Going to be a 140 lap race. Stage 1 will end on lap 25. Stage 2 ends on lap 70. 70% fuel, 5 sets of tires. That's going to be important, especially as this race goes on. If you have more tires, you're going to be in better position if we start getting some late cautions. 1 fast repair, and as you all probably know, it is a fixed setup league. Wind not going to be a factor. 70 degrees outside is the weather.
Yeah, you launching in first or second? I'm going with second.
Back in. You can go in first, but it's like,
yeah,
it's just the blade. It just gives you a little bump, but with these rules with the restart, it's not.
You got to get everything you can on the restarts.
It wouldn't benefit to do it.
It's a lot harder to start passing people. Get back in that dirty air. Your truck just doesn't handle as good as you want it to.
So you changed your truck scheme?
Out front early.
Yeah.
You have a good chance. So I think
you
we're
son
going
of a
to see
bitch.
this 19 really send it in.
Why?
I went and got me a Sunoco truck so we could match.
We'll certainly learn that after this first restart. Not sure if the drivers get to choose if they want to start on the inside or outside from the lead if they can. I think they'll know after this first restart what position they do want to start. And if you're just joining in, get comfortable. We got a good one for you here tonight. It's the Noma Truck Series, the Bourban 210.
Hey, no black flag.
140 laps here at Kentucky Speedway.
I done
Working
good.
their way out of 3 and 4 now. Pace truck. He's ready to go. He's going to pull off. Leading him to the green is going to be Kenneth Riedinger in the 24 truck.
Most definitely don't want to start on the outside. Motherfucker's already hit me.
Start zone. Green flag is out. We're racing here at Kentucky. 24 gets a good restart. 19 able to hang pretty strong with him, though. We'll see what happens as everybody dives into turn 1. This is going to be a little interesting. Everybody's still getting a feel. We are on cold tires. Got to be careful. 24 gets a pretty good jump, though. Has no problem. Looks like that inside might be the place to go. Off of turn 2, though, in that second row, we do see some 3 wide already. Back to 2 now. For the back, everybody jockeying for positions. Got to get everything you can right here. Ooh, looks like the 19's falling. Looks like he might be able to slide in line. No, the 75 just going to be able to hang right on his left quarter panel. That's all he needs. Everybody diving down to that short little dog leg on the front stretch. First lap did go to Kenneth Riedinger. He is already starting to create himself a little gap, followed by Robert Jordan. 3rd, Xander Short. 4th, Justin Parham, and currently 5th, William McKellar. Oh, we got one in the wall a little further back. Looks like he keeps it together. Couldn't tell exactly who that was just yet. It looks like it was the 5 truck. That was John Bell. Nice job saving it. It's Jay Stinson going around his inside. Oh, he's getting a little push in the trial. Everybody a little antsy here early to get as many track positions as you can. And you see it from the blink cam early, that outside line really not
Max feels a little bit more grippier.
A little bit. We'll see as the day goes
To
on.
me, it feels a hell of a lot
These
better.
tires start to get a little grippier. If anybody can get any speed going, but I'm telling you what, this 24, he's feeling it right now. He's got clean air, ran a fast lap, and he is showing why right now. I'm not exactly sure the fuel window these guys will get on 70 laps. But let's take a look at the dashboard and the speeds he's running here. You saw he got up to about 173 on the straightaway down in the corner here. Looks like he's getting low 170s.
Yeah, this Highline sucks.
Gas it back up right here.
on the restarts. I fell back to 4th.
1 and 2, yeah. If you're on the
You see
high
some
line, the
trucks on
bottom
battle
is going
behind
to
him
blow
go
you
to that
away,
battle.
no matter what.
Anders Short,
God
Robert Jordan,
damn.
Justin Parham. Oh, and yellow flag is out. Not sure what has happened.
But yeah, I fell back to 4th. I got back to 2nd.
Can't find where this happened. Oh, looks like Jeff Carls went off track, so we're going to take a
But
look back at what happened. Didn't get to see it
that
live.
fucking
Looks
74
like it's
hit
already
me a
happened
little
here,
bit.
actually.
I'm trying to
It's gonna
jump
work
up in
right
front
out on
of me.
yellow then, and maybe this will give us
Coming
a
out of
better
2 on the
clue
first
to it.
lap. Shouldn't
Nice
have hurt
and slow here, see
nothing,
what
but
happens. Oh, we got 45 into turn 3, sliding up a little bit. Still don't see contact. I think this happens further up. Sure enough, who is this? Not really wanting to show me right here, so we're going to go through and we will find out who this is. Here we go, and that is going to be the 429 of Paul Witt. He's already spinning. Not sure if he got some help.
That's a
Looks
bad way to
like
start.
Who's by himself here? Let's see. 99. Oh,
well, that's
there's a
good. We
little
only had
shot.
one
Oh,
face
yeah.
lap
That's Robert Duvendak. Just got in there a little too hot.
compared to the other night where it
That
was
sends
giving
that
us 2.
429 right around. Max Speed TV driver. See Bobby there on the side of his truck.
Wish I would have
And the 99 is going to make some more contact.
wouldn't have got
Ooh,
clear
that's
of that
pretty big
fucking
damage in the back
74
of the
before
429
that
up in
came
the wall. He's
out.
going to have to probably... He might have to use a fast on that. Sometimes it... Oh, wow, that is a huge hit. Just absolutely piled in. That was the
I
98.
just did
Jeff
clear the
Carl.
74. If that
Yep,
shit would
sure
have happened
enough.
a second sooner,
And that will definitely
I could have
be a
been
fast
starting
one
in
for 98.
3rd.
He absolutely came barreling into there. Fuzz Yater has some damage. Not a good start to the race for these two. Let's go back live, though, up front, where I think we might see some pit stops. Sure enough, you see them right here. These are a lot of the damaged trucks, but let's go up front. Current top 5 as it stands is Kenneth Reedinger first. He pulled away as soon as we took the green. Hasn't looked back.
Now this is where it gets fun. I get to
Justin
go when
Parham.
I
Yeah,
want
that's
to go.
exactly what I was about to tell you. Now you
Jordan
can go when you
for
want to
the
go.
short. And rounding out the top 5 still is William McKellar.
I'm still
Looks like we
fucking
will.
scared about
Well,
this
This ain't
fucking
no-
restart
actually,
shit.
6
This
laps,
ain't no
just a little
Atlanta, so it's a
mistake.
beneficial
Thought he was
thing to
kicking
get a
pretty
huge
sometimes.
jump.
A little too hot with these trucks. Duvendak was probably trying to keep himself straight. Sometimes when you get on the brakes, if you just lock them up a little bit, it feels like they just don't turn anymore all of a sudden. You can catch yourself in a really bad position. That seemed to be the case there. We can go see how the 99 is doing from it here. Oh, still sitting in pit road with some bad damage. Doesn't look like he may have had to tow. And he is definitely going to lose a lap from it. Actually, maybe already has. Jeff Carl rolling into his pit stop slowly. Fuzz Yater, Paul Witt. Didn't look like anybody pit there. And when you think about it, probably a good decision. Remember, we're going to get a caution on lap 25. Not sure if it'd be the start
Interesting
or
to
end,
see what that little last
but that will be
lap
the end
did
of
to the
stage
tires
1.
for
I'm
when
sure
they
there is some
cool off a
points
little bit.
for those stage winners. So you might as well stay out here and get you some. Conserve your tires, because let me tell you something. When we go at the end of this thing, if we start getting a couple cautions, it doesn't matter if you only run a couple laps on your tires. You're going to wish you had some in the pits.
Yeah, I fucking hate
Can't
this
take
fucking
scuffs in
restart
this game. Once
shit.
you take them off, they're gone. Got to be very cautious with that.
For 2 reasons. One, I'm worried about the black flag, which I'm sure they'll clear it.
Another thing, we didn't really see that
But
outside
I
go anywhere
also
on this
don't
last
like
run.
being on the fucking outside.
24 sticking to the inside. Not sure if there was a lane choose Rolex, but doesn't matter, because if there was, I think you want to pick the inside. Now the outside just couldn't really get rolling at all. Tried, just really couldn't get anything. That's the best way to put it. And this race is going to go by a lot quicker than you think. I think you can play your strategy pretty conservative through stage 1. You will be good on fuel all the way in the first stage, and it will be close to the second stage. I'm not sure the exact laps I feel. I just know it's 70% here. So we'll have to see what happens, though. Pace truck pulls off. Starter's got the green flag in hand. Restart zone is active. We'll see what kind of jump this 24 can get. Could be important later in the race. Let's actually ride on board with him here and see what he does. There it is right there. You actually heard green before
Got
he went.
Luke's right there.
Huge jump, though, on the rest of the field. Has them all clear before we even get to turn 1. The real battle is going to be a couple rows back. The 19 going to try to hold off the 74 of Robert Jordan on the inside. Here comes the 12, Xander Short on the top lane. Going to try to give that 19 a push down the backstretch. Can't quite hang on. I like that paint scheme on the 12. Good looking Max Speed TV truck. Pretty colors on it. Out of turn 4, the 24 still pulling away. The 19 is able to get clear further back. They're still battling 2 by 2 throughout most of the field. Everybody going to be a little more cautious here, I think. We haven't seen too many 3 wide moves yet. A little hard to get him at the 75. Ooh, going to try to tug it on the bottom. He's got to be careful. Oh, he slides a little bit. Able to make it stick now. That's William McKellar. Might not work on older tires. These fresh Goodyears having no problem sticking to the track. That's the 90, John Lynch. Diving to the inside of the 12. Seems like the place to go is the inside. Haven't really seen many passes happening on the outside so far. Looks like we might see a little 3 wide action here through the trial. Well, nope. Driver on the outside tucked back in. I believe that might have been Matthew Fritz. Sure enough, it was. Chris Akers. Now Reese's machine. Dominant drivers in the Super Speedway Series. He's out here getting it done, moving up in the field. Oh, we got some contact further up in the wall. It's William McKellar. Just a little scrape. I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight, almost like a Darlington stripe, except we are here at Kentucky. Crossing the line, this 24 just continues to pull away, putting the gap on the field right now. He's got it up to just about a second, 0.8 of a second to be exact. Let's look a little bit farther back. Robert Duvidak currently a lap down. Trying to race through here, make sure he's in the lucky dog position. If he doesn't get in the wreck and we have a caution, he should get it at the stage break. Albert Hewins back here in the 55 truck.
I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna hit that wall.
John Bell.
I can't see
straight
it.
the wall. See that right side of that truck looks pretty good to me. Shouldn't be affecting him at all. Paul Witt up here in the 429 truck involved in that first incident. Didn't go a lap down. Thinking he may have had to use that fast repair.
I gotta pay more attention to what I'm doing. I can hear my
really
tires
nice
squealing.
hard as he hit the wall. Christopher Bonomi. Right in front of him is Randy Bonomi. This is a little bit of a cluster right here. Joey Hickox trying to get around the 45 of Rodney Roberts. Looks like he's going to be able to do it here once they get to turn 1. That inside the preferred lane. From everything we've seen so far, we'll see if Joey can get clear. Oh, we had one tap the wall further ahead. Joey Hickox indeed gets clear. Going to steal 15th. Oh, we see more wall contact. And I'm telling you what, I think what this is, these drivers get that tunnel vision. You're so focused on the truck in front of you trying to follow their line. All it takes is just the slightest scrape of that wall, and it'll suck you right into it and hold you there.
I can see the wall, but
Kenneth Riedinger.
It's still tough to see.
Well, I gotta wear glasses to drive, so you can imagine what it's like for me.
Well, that's what I was getting at. It's still tough to see with good vision.
I've been to 8 grade. It's fucking hard to see.
To do to beat this 24 truck. Just really strong in the early run. I think we will see some changes in the way these trucks drive. As the run goes on, we will see drivers
trying to
better
just
in the
make
run, in the early run. Taking a look here,
late exit off the corner and just be conservative, because you only get one fuck up.
Not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right. He looked to make a move on the 12, and he's going to go ahead and try it anyway. I thought he might bail out. Oh, the 74 is back up in the wall. That's Robert Jordan. Robert's been in the wall a couple times tonight. I think that truck may be struggling to rotate a little bit on exit. He's got to be careful, though. You can get away with it.
There's only one guy that's still close to us. He's a second behind me.
Truck's not so fast anymore.
They're going to be crying. They're too high of I rating.
Xander Short's going to lose this position most likely into turn 1. TJ making strong moves up the field early. He just stole 6.
Instead of actually saying, hey, we didn't practice till now.
Left rear of it.
I wonder why you're too fucking slow.
Xander Short's going to have to be
We didn't get this track until, like a week ago?
Yeah.
Actually, the 9's going to try to do this the hard way. Going around the outside of the 90. We'll see if he can make it work. Should get some momentum off 4. Actually doesn't, though. Tried it early. No dice. Chris Akers leading this little battle for 4th. '75. William McKellar up to a comfortable 3rd. Justin Parham, haven't talked about him. He did qualify 2nd.
Your tires hold up so far.
Sometimes with these mile-and-a-half races, what you'll see
They're
is
going.
the drivers, where they
Yeah, but I mean,
qualify, a lot
they're
of times
still
is where
driving
they'll kind of run
forward.
on average.
I can feel a little
Or,
the jukiness in the wheel getting into the corner.
Further back,
Yeah.
you see that battle 3 wide.
So
Looks like
mine's,
Robert Duvendak might
it still
have been in
feels
that
pretty
right
good. I mean, I can
lap
tell they're
down.
going, but it still feels pretty good.
No, actually, this is further up. Could not quite tell who this was. Here we go. Little mix right up here. Randy Bonomi, Rodney Roberts, Joey Hickox scooting right past all this. He's now up to 12th. That's another 3 gains of position in the last couple
being just
laps.
very conservative.
Joey Hickox, strong run early. It's another good-looking truck. We got some nice paint schemes in here tonight. We're about 6 laps away from the first stage break. Knowing that I feel like you almost guaranteedly are going to pit under this first caution.
Somebody done disconnected.
Not take 25 laps in. Don't, I would think you're going to start slipping way back through the field. As Kenneth Riedinger has now opened it up to a 1.3 second lead over Justin Parham. He has opened it up to 1.2. Oh, we got one in the wall out back. Sorry, I was looking down at the stat. That is the 75 of William McKellar. He's going to get past a couple positions right side of that truck. And getting hit a couple times. Chris Akers going to try to go around outside. Got to be careful here.
Pretty good.
I think the 75 had to let off.
Well,
we had another one scrape the wall, but
throws a wrinkle in the plan.
Really close. 75 realized
that's the end of the stage, right?
Wisely let off. He knows it's early. No point in being too aggressive. Oh, I heard one spinning towards the back.
Are we going to consider this the end of the stage or go back green for like 2 or 3 laps?
5 again. Couldn't tell. Paul Witt was in this, it looks like, as well.
Well, they ain't answering.
I think this may have started though with the 55. Let's go see what brings out your second yellow flag. This may take us to the stage break. See,
going back green, again. He says. I'm gonna stay.
First caution tonight. Ooh, 429. Maybe just diving down a little bit. That's close, but either way, these two get together. Slide right at the track. I know sometimes it looks a little blurry slow. That's because we have motion blur on. Play faster here though. Yep, contact into 3. Both slide up the track. That's another hard hit for the 429 truck. Second one of the night. His day might be over. But who else was in this here? I saw one more truck slide in. Further back. Couldn't tell who it was. 94. Let's see who this is. Again, I don't know.
Technically, pit road should be closed. Coming this lap, I would think. But you can't do that with the yellow, can you?
I'm pretty sure he can still close it.
A lot worse if he didn't keep it together as well as he did.
They should have just ended the stage right here.
How about we take a ride on board here? Do you want to go with Paul Witt on this one?
Yeah, because we didn't even get 2 to go.
We'll go with the 429 on this one because I think it's where it's going to really tell the story. I think Paul maybe just turned down a little bit too early. Let's see what happens here. Here we go.
Yeah, because when we go green, it's going to be when the stage should be ending.
Ooh,
that's he's just going to make it go 1 lap and then throw the caution.
Had one guy kind of going for the move, another guy not expecting it. Either way, they both have damaged trucks because of it.
He should throw it 1 to go right here.
Back up front, leader hasn't changed. Kenneth Riedinger, really, really dominant earlier. That truck really strong.
I wonder how many people are going to pit back there and stay out.
The field. He is now up to 3rd, 4th. Chris Akers, another driver moving through the field. TJ, I believe that's Alain or Elaine? TJ Allen. Please let me know in the chat if I'm pronouncing it wrong.
What he should do is just bring us across for 25 and extend the caution.
Good racing though here for the first 22 laps. Still got a long ways to go in this one though. Nobody decides to pit. Pace truck lights are going to go off this time. That means we will go green this next lap.
1 up shooter.
Restart zone. We saw the 24 get a really big jump on that last restart. I don't know if we're going to get an. Actually, I take it back. Pace truck lights did not go off. Not sure if race control decided they're just going to go ahead and roll it here until the stage break. We'll have to see. I think that potentially might be the case. If you are just joining in, though, you are watching the Noma Truck Series. Here on
we can finish 1 and 2. That's max stage points.
Second race of the season. If you missed anything last week, John Lynch got the win at Daytona. Trying to go back-to-back here tonight.
Problem for me, though, is finishing 2nd because of this fucking house side.
From him, and I'll tell you what, that 24 So far, what I've seen, nobody's got
Especially on older tires,
Ran a
because it'd be
blazing
harder for
fast
me to
lap in
get through
qualifying.
3 and 4 on the high side
It's been fast
faster
ever
than the
since.
guy on the bottom.
And if the lights don't go off this time, I think that's a pretty good indication they're just going to go ahead and finish this thing off. The stage off, rather, under caution, which is lap 25. And then we might see drivers come in pit, as there are points for the stage, so you definitely wouldn't want to come into pit early if we are running.
Well, I hope the announcer didn't just jinx 24.
What?
He said that 24, nobody can match him or beat him.
Liking what you're seeing tonight, and you want to see some more of it, Noma does have a Super Speedway series that also
He's
normally
saying
runs
you're
on
blazing
Max TV.
fast and
Bobby's
knows how to
for the
drive.
next race, which is next Monday. Actually, excuse me, that race is this coming Monday.
Because we put in practice.
But they
These
usually
fucking
do race
idiots waited
every
till
Monday,
now to
and
go.
that is,
You can't just
Super
wait
Speedways
till.
only, and is the
You're never going to
Xfinity
get this
Series.
track down in 30 minutes.
You want a little bit more of an adrenaline rush.
Took us like
constantly,
100
that
and
is
some
gonna be
laps
your
if
race
people
to
just
watch.
get
Those guys are
comfortable.
going at it
Yeah, I
from
think
the
I ran
top,
164 laps the other night when we
Atlanta,
done that practice
Atlanta.
session.
I mean, we have. I think we only did one official race here, and it was horrible.
This is more calm of a
This
series, I
announcer
guess,
still
if you will.
butchered your last name.
These
He
guys
still
mix it
said
up in every
Ridinger.
different track, including the super speedways.
It's a different announcer for this
Yeah.
one.
Let me know when you're going, because you'll still get the jump on me, but maybe I can get the jump on
We
them.
are currently, I believe, one
So I
sub
can
away
sweep
from
in
400
behind you.
subs. That'd be a huge milestone for us. So if anybody out here watching
That
is
fucks
new,
me up whenever I talk.
help us out. That 400 sub means a lot. And if you like what you're seeing tonight, give it a like.
This thing's gonna fuck me with the speed.
Actually,
Don't even
take a
worry
look.
about it.
Real quick, might have to save it for the next caution here. Pace truck lights did go off. A little interesting here. So this might be a one-lap shootout here for the stage. That's what I think we're going to see here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. These old tires, got to be a little careful with tire spin. Don't think it would be too big of a factor just yet. Tires been on these things for 24 laps. Haven't seen many people pitting for them. Kenneth riding into the Geico restart zone. Oh, he gets another pretty good jump this time. That outside just not ready for it. They're going to have to try to figure something out. 24 off to a comfortable lead, and if it's a one-lap shootout, he's going to be just fine. Further back, the 19 tucks in behind the 90. John Lynch has now stolen second. Third, Justin Parham. Here comes the 9 and 4th, TJ. They're going to have one more shot at this 24 truck. Don't know if he's close enough, but John Lynch maybe going to give it a try here, trying to break the draft down the back stretch is the 24. Looked like John Lynch maybe missed his entry just a little bit. 24, on the other hand, doesn't miss it by an inch.
That's all right. It only costed me
They come
1 point.
4. To the line now, the 90's got a
That's
little
how
bit of room,
fast
but
that 90
not gonna be
was
enough.
right there.
Yeah, he stayed right on your ass.
Keeps it for that lap.
I was
Yep, and
conservative
sure
coming
enough,
out
was
with
the
still with
stage.
that wall.
Got a little
I
worried
can't
for a split
see it,
second,
but-
but I was commentating a lap where no caution would come out. But yes, that was the end of
I
stage one, ladies
almost
and gentlemen.
thought that
They
he
had a one-lap
came in for
shootout
tires at one point,
John
but
Lynch is going to be, or sorry, excuse me, Kenneth Riedinger is going to be your stage one winner. Second is John Lynch. Third, Justin Parham. Fourth, TJ. And fifth,
Take my
Chris
fast tire
Akers.
off just to be safe.
Driver out of Hillsville, Virginia, getting all sneaky up here in the top 5. And we'll give them a second to cool down. But if we can, I'll tell you what we'll go ahead and do here. We'll try to get a, I just lost my train of thought for some reason. Either way, though, we will try to get a word with your stage 1 winner. Kenneth Riedinger here. Just a minute. We'll let him catch up to his pace car. Maybe get his pit stop in. Don't want to distract him by any means.
He's wanting to try to talk to you, Kenneth.
Well, he can't because we're not in a chat room. And
Yeah, I know. He said we're going to try, but we won't want to distract him.
I believe it would be, I'm not top, it's probably top 5, top 10 payout. By payout, I mean in points, that is, for these stages. And here we go. We're going to see a lot of them come down the pits this time. We're going to watch pit road get real busy. There goes 24 Kenneth Riedinger.
It's like 2 cars are still behind the pace car. I don't know if they're a lap down or not, though.
Staying out. Our guys trying to get their lap back. Still no one out yet. There you go. You're going to see a couple of them right there. Trucks towards the back. As you saw, we had a couple lap down. I'm thinking Robert Duvendak probably going to be able to get his lap back.
Yeah, fuck you,
Yeah,
Nandi.
you see him staying out. That is going to be your lucky dog.
I hit my brakes to let him go by
He's very
first.
excited to be getting that lap back. We'll see who wins the race off here. 24 still waiting on those tires. See everybody speeding out now. Drops the jack. Oh, doesn't get the best launch out of the box. Doesn't matter. Kenneth Riedinger's going to hold the lead.
I feel like these guys, one of them was wrecked earlier. I think Paul was wrecked.
Potentially.
He came in like at one point in that
Actually,
stage.
we did have a couple of these trucks stay out. Not sure. They're not waiting for the wave round either.
Yeah, they probably pitted.
These two are going to stay out for
right there before the
interesting. They are not,
you know, like 20 or whatever when that caution came out before we done the one lapper.
Paul Witt spun a couple
that
times.
Definitely gives us 4 sets of tires
left. Already came down pit road and taken tires.
Yeah, still got 4 sets to go.
Yet remember the next stage break, end of stage 2, if you will, is going to be on the end of lap 70. So the start of lap 71 is when that caution is going to fly. This is going to be about a 40 lap stint here. 15 laps more than what we ran in this first one. If we don't have any cautions, this is going to start to be a test of whose truck handles in the long run. Who's got more endurance? Setting everybody up for that last stage, which is going to be 60-something laps. So each stage break gets longer and longer as you go. I've only seen 2 cautions tonight. Paul Witt involved in both of them. A couple other drivers with nowhere to go, but Robert Duvendak, who was involved in that first one, went and got his lead back. Good looking paint scheme there as well. This is going to be really interesting to see. We haven't quite seen something like this where 2 trucks on the front row had older tires.
Well, we know Paul Witt's probably fairly decent. I think he ran like a 30.9 in practice.
3 wide around these trucks as quick
I don't know what he qualified at. And he won the championship last year, but I don't know about that John Bell, if he's any good or not.
Oh, well, I'm looking at the back end of the 429, and it's a little wavy.
While we wait here, you guys
I think he's
will not
been
be able to see it, but
hit by somebody.
after this race, drivers are going to head to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and then Darlington. Race after that's going to be at Talladega Super Speedway. So those are your next 3 races coming up. Tell you what, with Talladega and 3 races, if I'm out here, I'm trying to get myself as many points as I can over these next 2, because let me tell you something, when you get to Talladega, it's just so unknown. The draft is the great equalizer. A lot of these guys maybe not so much feared as they do just not know what to think of it. Super Speedway, plate racing in general, some of the best and most fun racing.
Want to get around these guys quickly before the tires start going.
Here, but a different series said to me once, it takes a lot of skill to get to the front of a Super Speedway race, but it takes quite a bit of luck to be able to finish it off. Once we get more to these technical tracks, such as Kentucky, we got guys burping the throttle on the brakes, not wide open around the whole track. That's where you can create a little separation for yourself in the battle for the championship. Still really early in the season, and both of these trucks on the front row do have a bit of damage. Yeah, you see Paul Witt on the back end.
Still got 110 fucking laps to go.
Definitely going to want as much downforce as you can have here. Not sure if that'll affect him too much. And that 5, John Bell, we saw him scrape the wall earlier, so he's got a little bit of damage on his right side as well. Got to be real careful here. I know if you're this 24, that's 90, you know you have a fast truck. You want to get around as quick as you can. But you can't, you don't want to get yourself involved in a wreck, if you know what I'm saying. You got to be patient here. It's still really early. We are not even close to halfway through this race yet. If you get too aggressive, try to make too early of a
guy in front of me has a lot of right side damage.
It doesn't matter how fast you are. If you get in a wreck, you may not have a chance at winning tonight.
Wonderful.
I'm going to watch this one from
I believe both of them up there have a lot of damage, the announcer said.
From Spectate.
Yeah, he's worried about you getting in a wreck, 24. You see, you got, talking about everybody, but saying you got to be patient.
We've seen the 24 absolutely smoking everyone in. We'll see what the 5 truck can do. Field coming to a crawl into the Geico restart zone.
I checked up for you.
Green flag is back out. The 5 gets a good jump. 24 going to waste no time. 3 wide as soon as he crosses the line. Got to be careful. Maybe touches the door. Diving into turn 1. Those new tires, you see it there. Absolutely putting the gap on that outside. 3 wide further back, though, with the 90. Out of turn 2, the 12 gets the position for the moment. Xander's short. Oh, saw a little bit of contact farther back. I think everybody kept it together. Seems like everybody's okay. Back up front, though, the 24 trying to run away.
I don't think that Jeff Witt made it.
Up in the wall.
I don't even know what the fuck happened.
They spun out. They were probably so fucking slow on older tires, even though it was just a little bit older.
Big wreck. The 43 slides down. We got a bunch of drivers in this one. Oh, Guy Brako all tore up. You see the 25. DJ Mattis starting to roll. Robert E. Morrison's in it. Matthew Dyer. Let's go see what happened here. I saw a little bit of wiggle further back. Thought they kept it together. Then all of a sudden we had a truck turned hard into the outside wall. Oh, and you see the 2 is already turned here, so we're going to have to back it up.
Well, this sucks, because now I'm back up here on the fucking high side.
So let's see where this starts. So we're going to back it all the way up back here. Play nice and slow here down the front stretch. So you're going to see the 2. Okay, so he taps the wall right here. And behind him, it looks like 47 is going to try to dive low to get around him. Oh, and the 2 just kind of comes down the track right here. Maybe trying to slide back in line. Not clear. Goes into the 47. Let's get tagged. He's going to turn down. Oh, it just hooks the 14. I thought the 14 maybe would slide by that. He doesn't. And then right here, 14 hits that outside wall pretty hard. That's going to be a fast repair for that truck, I would have to believe. And the 2 sliding back up the track right here. 25, nowhere to go. Further back. A lot of guys just sliding in. Oh, 75. T-bone the 2. He also had nowhere to go. So this might be our big one for the night. That definitely collected a handful and a couple more drivers.
That's what sucks about this restarts is
starting to slowly
1 and 2 is such a drafting part.
With these damaged trucks. See, actually a lot of drivers pitting here. This is a little interesting. Didn't expect to see this many come down the pits. I know not all these drivers are damaged. You see it there. About half the field went into the pits here. You wouldn't think they would be taking tires after they just took them, unless some people just took fuel on the last one. Looks like the race out of pit road, though, is going to go to the 14. It's Vincent Guerrero. You know, I do apologize. I keep saying Vincent. I believe it is pronounced Vicente, maybe? Small fonts make it hard to read some of these things.
We still have to pit at some point in this stage, right?
Yeah, because the next one's going to be at lap 70.
Set up a couple things, so just
which is, what, 40, just about 46 laps away.
$30 would be 60.
About 36 laps. About 36 laps.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll make it to that end of that stage without a caution.
I doubt it. Okay, we still got 36 to go. Well, I don't know if it's showing me 53 laps right now. Let's see what it goes to when we get going.
Back live here at Kentucky Speedway in the Bourban 210 Noma Truck Series. The 24 Kenneth Riedinger is going to lead him to green this time. To his outside is Justin Parham. Pace truck pulls off. 24 has been absolutely blinding throughout his restarts this whole race. Can the 19 figure anything out? What about Chris Akers? Does he get a good jump as well? Green flag back out, and he does it again. Absolutely pulls away from the field. That truck links up to the pavement absolutely immediately. Nobody been able to do anything. This is going to be important as we go later in the race. We'll talk about that. For now, though, Chris Akers trying to get clear of this 19. Looks like he's going to be able to do it. Chris Akers now up to second. Justin Parham falls to third. Now he's got a challenge on the inside from Xander Short. Outside has not seemed like it's the place to be. Maybe if you can pin that driver down, it would help you out. Haven't seen it, though. 19 able to hold with them now.
Okay, that came out at the perfect time because I was about to pass the fucking 4 to be back in second.
On the 12.
Oh, you ought to have seen the fucking little move I made coming off of fucking 2.
Racing boys, I will just pull away.
To jump down in between him and that fucking 12.
23 laps until the next scheduled caution stage break.
Used a little bit more of my tire than I wanted to because I ran it wide open on the high side through 1 and 2 to get the run
back
on them.
out. But we got one in the wall pretty hard up here. DJ Madish is in at the 84. Fuzz Yater.
Oh, we should have enough fuel.
Absolutely totaled.
Because I mean, it's showing me, I forgot to look when we was actually under speed, but it's showing 46 laps right now.
If he's got one. The 94, Christopher Bonomi, after doing such a good job.
I think we'll be all right. Just have to remember to look when we go green.
75. William McKellar ran in the top 5 earlier. He's on the access road now. Let's go see what happens to bring out this yellow flag. So we saw DJ Madish in it. Maybe we should start with him, I guess. Here, let's see.
Yeah, I figured out what I did wrong that last restart is I swung high instead of keeping it to the yellow all the way to 1.
So
you gain more speed as a leader.
Here we go. This is going to start with the
What, if you just keep it on
I
the
think
yellow?
that's why I think that Lynch guy got a run on me because I swung it to the wall right here. And he cut it to the left, and we're gaining speed still. So that'd be the shortest way around.
94. Oh, it's going to come
Then
up.
he got my draft in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
The 84. Fuzz Yater, these two going to, oh, that's a hard hit that the 94 takes right in the
Just information if you're in the lead at one point.
Huge hit into the inside wall. Goes up and over the 94 on his flip back around. That truck's not going to be repairable. Bonomi's spinning now. You see.
We should make it to the end, you said, on this stage now?
That are going to get involved in it.
I think so. I'll know for sure when we go green. Because right now it's showing us estimated 44 laps.
In here at some point. You see the 25 up top.
And we've only got 30,
slow it down.
roughly 31 to go.
Some contact with the rear of that truck.
Yeah, we should make it then.
84, more damage.
It's not going to drop that much once we get going again. I don't
know how much it'll drop, but I don't think it'll drop below 31.
You know who it is. It's been the guy that it's been all night. Don't think there's a lap he hasn't led so far. Kenneth Riedinger.
But it doesn't make no sense. If we started on a full tank of fuel, why could we only go 34 laps?
Chris made his way up through the field.
Unless
you cannot have the bottom.
Position. He might be the biggest threat.
I think he's trying to indicate, can you take the top? No.
Justin Parham, 4th. Xander Short. He's been having a solid night so far. 5th. John.
You can have the top.
Paul Witt's had a good recovery. Him and John Bell actually.
Oh, no fucking good.
Able to stick up around here in the top.
Yeah, that high side here fucking blows ass on
there. I'll pass on that high line.
This man right here, Robert Duvendak.
Because not only do you lose time there, then you lose time through here. People that can cut to the left and make a shorter trip. And then in 1 or 2, if you're on the outside, you're still losing time.
Very fast tonight in that 99 truck. Champion of the Super Speedway Series last season. That run runs on Mondays. We have not had a chance to do our Crank It Up segment yet. Hoping we can do that when these guys go back green here. 40 laps through this event so far. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the audience in general, thank you guys for coming out. If you are curious where Bobby's at, I had to go deal with some stuff with his personal matters.
It's getting dark.
Wishing him all the best.
Light should pop on here any minute.
Possible.
Then that wall will stick out, and then I'm going to be comfortable.
I've seen Bobby doing a great job.
Got a feeling it should be pitch black when we in the race.
Drivers.
Or, you know, dark.
That we saw making moves early. Here's some 2 teammates right next to each other, and Joey Hickox and Jay Stinson. Right in front of him is the 47. Sam Boutwell. Haven't mentioned Sam at all tonight yet. Got Edward Smith, 89 truck. Matthew Fritz up front earlier. Got a little damage to the back of that. 2 trucks currently not on the lead lap. William McKellar and Ray Zerkut.
Much easier.
Pace truck pulls off. 5th caution of the night. Still going to see what can they do. That 24 has went early in the box every time. I'm thinking if I'm that 4, I'm just going to gas it. Green flag is out. He gets him
as the night comes, it's getting grippy.
Couldn't keep up with it. Looked like maybe the 12.
But I can't see that fucking wall to go this fast. God damn.
Can't pass at least.
I fucked up 3 and 4.
To the start finish line.
Pretty damn
Into
bad.
turn 1 to 24, no competition further back. Chris Akers going to lose a couple spots because of that. He's getting passed by Justin Parham. Now Xander Short also going to go by 2x2.
Lights would be nice.
Here comes the 90 of John Lynch. Dives to the inside of Short. Oh, he's got to be careful here. Wow, look at the 4 though. Chris Akers fighting hard on this outside. I think if that 12 wasn't there, he may have had a chance. Going to try to get up. Big side draft here by the 4. Going to try to get up to that 12's bumper. Give him a little shot before they get to 1. Can't do it. And I think in turn 1, you might have a little bit better chance on that outside line than you do in 3 and 4. More banking here at Kentucky in turns 1 and 2 than in 3 and 4.
Yeah, under full speed was showing us for 35 laps.
3 and 4, big sweeping turn. 1 and 2.
Who the fuck's that sitting on the bottom of the track?
Jay Stinson. And then we got a battle back here between Joey Hickox, the 2. Saw the 2 get involved in a wreck
fucking
earlier.
old now.
Be a little careful here. That's Matthew Dyer. They go 3 wide around the 5 truck of John Bell. Everybody gets clear. No incident yet. Oh, the 5 gets on the apron.
What the fuck was that caution for?
You touch that apron.
I've seen somebody sitting at the end of the backstretch on the apron when we went by.
They stopped on the fucking track. You shouldn't be doing that shit. That brings out a caution every time.
1 down here. That's Max Speed TV driver.
Well, somebody stopped on the backstretch that last lap by.
Not sure if... I couldn't see what happened on this one either. Let's go see. Oh, he's on the wall right here. So this is before this. Have to believe. Oh, did this thing... Wow, this... What happened here?
I think it's still too early to come in anyway.
Oh, looks like the engine may have expired.
Yeah.
Not sure how that happened, but...
Somebody might try back there,
enough.
but...
4 definitely won't.
I don't want to use up a set of tires here after we just put one on around 30.
Apron. Wasn't able to make it all the way around from what it looked like.
And we really hadn't got a whole lot of laps on these for the most part.
This was an admin-induced caution or an iRacing-induced caution.
Maybe my last lap there was still...
by race control.
I think like a 31-3.
You got a driver on track here. I know some people say he's off the racing line. It doesn't matter. These guys start wrecking.
The track is gaining grip.
Carnage by having a driver stuck here. See right here, I think he realizes he's...
What, stage end is coming in, what, 25 laps?
Inside wall.
Yeah.
But let's go back and ride on board with him. See if we can get any indication from the gauges. Or
and something tells me we'll probably have another fucking caution, too.
So long here for 74. Looked like he was running fine. He was in clean air, too.
That'll give us a few more breaks.
He does have a bit of front damage.
But, and honestly, which I know we're definitely losing grip running these laps.
All right, we're gonna
you know, tire wires going down.
So
just by running these pace laps.
Take a listen.
It should be allowing our tires to cool down some.
We'll have to see where that 4 car comes out at.
Just cut down there into the grass and cool your tires off.
And sure enough, so you can't see it on the gauges here as iRacing doesn't show it. All you can see is his main gauge moving. But 100%, that is a blown engine.
I'll have to wait and see. Right now he's showing 8. I don't know if that's, I don't think that's right.
Not sure if his water or
no, because he was still on pit road at that time that we crossed the
something from
line.
If he had a radiator damage, it could have been part of it. 24 still out in the lead. See if we can go take a look at some of your biggest movers so far tonight. Ray Zerkut not currently on track. William McKellar also in the pits.
There's the lights.
Yep.
TJ Maddish on track, a little bit of a rough night. Chris Akers saw him pretty far back here. I think he may have pit actually. That's what just brought him back here. Definitely didn't just go back there.
Nice if we went green to the end here.
Looks like he's listed 20th.
Yeah, it's too far back for me to be trying to come in for tires right now. Especially not having that many laps on them. He'll use more tire than we are up here already have right now.
Yeah, because he's having to push so hard to pass people.
Not to mention you got to worry about fucking getting wrecked then at that rate.
I spoke earlier when I said how many laps to the caution. We are coming up now on what would be 23 laps to the caution once we hit lap 47. Remember, at stage 2, Checkered flag comes out on lap 70.
Like a 90 is going to be back behind you.
If you will, so that would be halfway through the race. This was a longer run, but we really haven't seen, except for maybe one, big green flag runs. So we haven't really been able to see the strongest truck prevail in the long run, but we are starting to see in the background, if we can get a little bit better view of it, actually. Let me see if I can find one here for you. Is that sun setting? Yep, there you go. Look up in the sky. It's going from blue to orange. Sun going down. Lights are coming on. This track is changing. It's going to cool down. These trucks are going to get a lot grippier. That might affect the way some of these guys are handling how fast some drivers
should have turned that heat off. I'm baking.
Conditions like we saw earlier. But when this track
well, unfortunately, you're going to be baking for a while.
Yeah. And it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter.
We're going to see speeds pick up. Rain asked if we could show the hood of the 31.
Fucking
you see it
super
there.
bacon.
See what it says. Can't see it just yet. That is Joey Hickox. Looks like it says something country podcast. Out. Can't tell exactly what it says. Out in the country podcast. It looks like what it says. But if you were looking in terms of damage, I do not see any. That truck looks clean. Clean and fast. Joey Hickox made his way inside.
Don't make no sense. We had that decent little stretch there at the beginning.
Kenneth Riedinger,
where we got a couple seconds ahead of everybody. Now it's just fucking caution after caution.
Not been able to figure it out.
Probably running each other over coming out of the fucking turn 2. They're all drafting.
Get that cleaner, but they just haven't been able to. I mean, he has gotten probably
with another stressful fucking restart.
Is it bad that I gotta go piss too?
Chris Akers, I think, tried to get him last time, but just
at least you can take it easy on these restarts. It's fucking stressful as shit for me.
Or scooted right away. A little bit of a longer race so far tonight, only because we have had some yellows. The 90 of John Lynch. See him there third. The 12 Xander short. Xander with that little bit of damage. I'm not sure if that is completely as much as it would let him repair it or not, but it hasn't been affecting him too bad. He's been able to stay up here and battle for it. A lot of these guys up front have only used one set of tires. Remember, they have 5, along with 70% fuel. Pace truck pulls off. Into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out. 24. He does it again. Gets another absolutely massive jump further back. Heard a little bit of bumping and banging. Everybody keeps it clean for the time being. Further back, though, 2x2. The 90, John Lynch. 12 Xander short. They'll follow right by. Still see 2x2 further back. Joey Hickox tries to make a move on Robert Duvendak. Can't quite do it. That 99 of Robert Duvendak, he is picking up speed as the night goes on. It's got a lot of confidence, too. What happened earlier. Kind of a little bit ahead. More dirty air you're in the heart of this starts to become. To really gain position, you can get a lot on those first couple laps. Once the tires get hot, it's all about running the smoothest line. You're just going to have to hope you can outrun someone else. Can't force it, though. You get these tires too hot, you'll start falling back. You won't be able to gain it. Watch the drivers come flying by here from the pit lane cam.
I'm back to second. Fucking bullshit.
You saw it in chat. I wanted to say it earlier, but we had too much action going on. Actually, we still have some, so I'm going to hold that thought for just a second. Saw Joey Hickox back here. Like he made a 3-wide move just for a second. He is still trying to get around Robert Duvendak. Oh, looks like he scrapes the wall in that 31. Now he's going to go 3 wide to the inside of Paul Witt, to the outside of the 99. What a move by Joey Hickox. Can't quite make it stick as he had to slide around, but I think he's going to be able to get it here into turn 1. Robert Duvendak fighting really hard, though, still on this inside. Diving into turn 1. Can't even get the momentum on the outside. Joey Hickox gets a wide entry. Now he arcs it in. Sticks with the outside. These two are going at it as they watch everybody that's single file in front of them start to pull away. Now we see a move a little bit further up. Sam Boutwell is going to try to get around the 12 of Xander short. John Lynch gets passed by Justin Parham. That 90 truck's had a lot of speed, top 5 for sure. I don't know if it's been a winning race speed. I think we all know who's got the winning race speed. It's this man right here, who has already put 3/4 of a second gap.
They could go here to the end.
52
That'd be
laps
nice.
so far tonight. Matthew Dyer had a couple incidents early, fighting his way back up here. Jay Stinson, a couple spots behind his teammate Joey Hickox.
People, sorry, I hit you.
And I was going to say earlier, just take a moment. Don't want to take too much away from these guys, but you see Bryce wrote it in the chat. We did hit 400 subs during this race. Thank you all so much. It means a lot. We also did have a couple new people in
now
here.
This feels like when we were practicing.
See in here, man. Sounds like, from what I hear, Nancy's saying that there's a podcast starting up in relation to what was on Joey Hickox's hood. We can show it for you one more time if you happen to miss it.
And I'm maximizing Joey, that exit with the lights on.
31 is flying here as the lights come on. 2 truck thinks about going below the 99, can't do it. They're both going to wash up the track. Joey holding off that 12 truck of Xander Short. Now he's going to try to chase down Sam Boutwell. Makes a move to the inside. We'll see if it works at 47 in the middle lane. It worked pretty well. Didn't even seem to get a chance on him. And this is what sometimes happens as night goes on. When that track picks up grip, all of a sudden the outside can start to play a lot more of a factor than it did early on. That outside was hot, slick. The rest of the track, you just want to go the shortest way around. Once this whole track has grip, you can start to run faster up top. Isn't the shortest way around. You can carry more speed, get some momentum down the straight, use the draft. Dive it into turn 3 just as we see the 47 do right here. Makes a move on the 90 of John Lynch. John Lynch going to fight back hard though, off 4, has the momentum. 47 going to try to get a side draft on him, can't do it. Now that opens the outside up to Joey Hickox. Robert Duvendak creeping up on this battle. Joey trying to make it work on the outside. Think if he's going to get it done, it's going to be here. He's got a little bit of momentum. Isn't going to quite get it using the draft of the 90. The 47 hangs strong. What lane do you want to be in? Let's actually ride on board here with Joey as he just completes that pass, now up to 4th. Let's watch how smooth his wheelie is there. Oh, there goes Robert Duvendak. Sorry, this is Sam Boutwell, by the way. To go to Joey Hickox. You hear it here. Listen to the tires. Yeah, you hear it just ever so slightly. The less tire squeal you hear, the better you're doing. Don't want to squeal those tires. That means you're using them up a little too much. But he is hunting down this 90 truck. Worries me a little bit. I think I'm hearing a little bit more on Joey's tires than I'd like. Let's take a comparison to Kenneth Riedinger up here in first, see what it sounds like for him. You see him running a lot more of a wider arc. You hear just about the same amount of tire slide as Joey, so they're kind of running probably pretty close to the same amount of tire wear, but different lines. I think if you're chasing this 24 right now, you're going to have to try to copy his line or do something. Gets on the brakes, rides that apron, gets back in the throttle off 4. Completed 59 laps so far, 11 laps before the second stage checkered flag. Caution will fly on that lap. Let's take a look at the track map real quick. Look how spread out this field gets if it would pop up for me here. It looks like it does not want to pop up right now. So I take that back. Kenneth Riedinger has just been so strong all night. I haven't seen anybody really stick it to him in any way so far. He got the
tires are falling off.
Kind of snuck in at the end. We thought it was Justin Parham.
My tires are falling off.
Yeah, mine too.
24 said, hold on just a second. But the biggest thing for him has just been the restarts. I feel like someone could beat him on the restart.
Just now started how to get on the brakes.
He's been able to. He's just been smoking the whole field. But every restart, we see a battle back here. For 7th. Jay Stinson currently holding it, but he's got a couple hungry drivers behind him. Xander Short, Sam Boutwell, John Bell. Oh, the 45.
Actually, in 1 and 2, I'm really tight through there.
That's where my problem is.
Gets in the wall a little bit.
I'm not doing too awful bad down here.
5's got a lot of speed in that Fireball truck. Just got to make sure he uses it right here. Get too aggressive too early, might hurt yourself. Eight laps to go until the competition caution. Kenneth Riedinger has opened the gap up to 1.3 seconds. And it looks like Justin Prom closed it up a little bit there for a second. Oh, we got one in the wall further back. That is going to be John
Holy
Lynch.
shit.
Joey Hickox got past
I almost smacked the wall out of 2. I touched the apron
Joey actually
down in the corner, and it sent me higher up than I wanted to go.
Maybe playing a little bit safer on the tires, working out for him now. A lot of times in iRacing, if we have a green flag run, it just comes down to who has the better tires.
I really had to get out of it.
Now to Matthew Dyer in the 2 truck, and we saw it on
I'm having to lift so much in 1 and 2 to get it to turn.
Not taking any credit away from how good Joey is at driving these trucks. It seemed like maybe just used his tires up a little bit more from what it sounded like. Dirty air trying to make up positions. Takes a toll on the tires quick. Gap now up to 1.5 seconds. Up front, absolutely no pressure for the 24. Going to try to cruise to this stage 2 victory. He looks like he could maybe sweep this whole race if he keeps it up. The 99 of Robert Duvendak
got 5 laps of fuel.
His way to the inside of John Lynch. Isn't going to be able to make it work that time. Going to have to tuck back in line. No, he's going to actually try to stick to the side draft.
I hit the fucking apron again.
Dives down low into turn 3, gets clear, no issue. John Lynch gives him the position. Veteran move there from the 90 truck. No point in fighting for it if you know you're not going to be able to hold it. Now Duvendak with 5 laps rather.
I run out of fuel before the stage is over, I think.
Second stage break.
That's what I'm worried with.
Able to chase down this 19 truck of Justin Prom. I don't think he's going to be able to catch that 24. He's got it up to almost a 2-second gap now. But
how many laps do you have?
9 is fast.
It shows 3.8.
He can pass this 19, get a good restart. We might see a new leader.
I'm gonna have to come in next time by.
And what can Justin Prom do? Has he been saving any tires running back here? 99 riding the dog leg, trying to get a dive below him. He does. Into turn 1, the 99 has the preferred position. Can Justin Prom hold it off?
Right.
Side by side down the back stretch.
Yeah, I believe so.
99, you think might get the advantage right
we'll never make it back under pace lap for sure.
19 sticking tough, but he's not going to be able to hold it off. He's going to try a little bit of a crossover though. No draft though. Not going to be able to make it happen. Robert Duvendak dives low. Now he sets his sights on the 24 of Kenneth Riedinger. Like I said, I don't think he has enough time, but we are going to watch the gap because that's where this could be interesting. If we see that 99 still catching the 24, he may not catch him before the stage break.
We're going to be able to get out and not lose a lap.
2-second gap now
I don't know.
between the 24 and the 99, and it is stretching just ever so slightly. Let's look farther back here. We have quite a few more trucks a lap down now than what we have.
How far is the leader? Yeah, we're going to lose a lap.
23 still on the lead lap.
How did that happen?
John Bell in the pits. Going to go a lap
I don't know.
Braco, excuse me. Is currently the lead truck, or the last truck on the lead lap, rather. Nancy Hickox says Joey wore his tires out being aggressive. It's kind of what I was thinking. Joey, though, still hanging around 4th. So
yeah, we're going to lose all that track position.
Joey maybe knows that with this competition, or not competition caution, excuse me, stage break coming up, he knows he can get aggressive. All he's got to do, I know it's going to be hard, but he's going to try to fight off as many people. Oh, he got really close there. He almost got turned by the 12, trying to throw a block. Xander Short has to get out of the throttle. Really tight squeeze there from Joey Hickox in the 31. 12 maybe not too happy. And Joey maybe going to let him go a little bit easier here. What I was going to say is Joey getting aggressive. I know it seems like a bad move now, but Joey knows we have this competition caution coming up. He's trying to get as many positions as he can. And I think overall it worked out pretty good for him here. Looks like he might end in 5th, maybe 4th if he can somehow get back around this 12 truck. If he can bring it home 5th, get some new tires on this thing, which everybody will come in and take tires, he's going to be looking good for that next run now, knowing he's got to save his tires a little bit more. Up front, though, oh, no.
I don't know how the fuck did we not have enough fuel, but they did out front.
24. Kenneth Riedinger. Oh, what happened?
That's
here?
what I want to know. I don't know. It's because we were running faster lap times or something.
That could be where we was pushing so hard. Probably not really pushing that hard, but
1 second here.
We
They got to be running out.
More times than them.
Expect this. It's going to go to Robert Duvendak, but I'm more interested here.
We're going to have to be doing some hustling to the field.
Yep, sure enough, 24 decided to pit. I think he wants his track position pretty bad. We can back it up to show you just so you know I'm not cheating you out of anything. Smart move. Remember that the pits close with 2 laps to go. Yeah, you saw Robert Duvendak there for a split second in the background. Yep, so 24 just decides to bring it down pit road, be conservative about it. You'll see the 99 go by on the outside. Decides to give up the stage points potentially for the big victory. Little surprised with how fast he is. I would definitely put money that 24 could have got back to the front even if he had to go to the back.
Yeah, he's out of gas.
But he decided a strategy. He's going to stick to it. Let's go back up front, though. Stage 2 winner, though, is Robert Duvendak.
Yeah, he's out of gas. That's what I was worried about.
Second in that stage is going to be Matthew Dyer. Third, John Lynch. Fourth is Xander Short. And fifth, Joey Hickox. Seventh caution of the night, but technically just the stage breaks. So we've actually had 5 cautions that weren't stage breaks.
You got the lucky dog. Do we get a waiver round since
your stage 2 winner, Robert Duvendak? Be right back.
I think I'm gonna be trapped a lap down.
If everybody in front of you pitted, you should go around.
I'm hoping because Paul Witt's in front of me. He's a lap down like me.
I wonder if he pitted like we did.
I don't know. Well, no, because he wouldn't be in front of me if he did.
God damn it. I didn't want to be fucking having to pass people now.
Yeah, I don't understand how. We know one guy ran out, but I don't know how the fuck everybody else was able to save it enough to make it.
I have found your stage 2 winner, Robert Duvendak. Robert, you got a copy?
Hey, I do. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How about you? We're going to go over here real quick so we can hear you a little better. Well, you got the win there in stage 2. Truck looking strong. You came on really good in that long run. What's going to take to win this race and beat the 24?
Just tire conservation's really key here. This track seems to eat the tires up pretty quickly into a run, so if you can save the tires there for the first few, I'd say about 5 or 6 laps, then you can kind of compete a little bit, and then towards the end of a run, you got a little bit more rubber to
I would have known that. I would have just pitted at that fucking.
The goal here is just, survive after my early mistake. I took that out. Paul Witt there, I think on lap 4, just made a mental error, not paying attention where I was on track, and kind of ruined his night. But
yeah, I would have pitted like that last caution of that fucking stage.
Well, you're talking about how nice of a job.
Been in a better position than this.
Lapped down at one point, came all the way back, rebounded. We saw you in the top 10. All of a sudden, here you are winning stage 2. If we get a late caution,
how many people's even in this fucking room?
Going tonight, are you gonna make sure you have a tire set saved?
22 cars.
Win this thing on a green flag run.
On the lead lap.
A little bit of both. You just
the 66 has got to go around me.
As the cautions fly, so the goal is obviously.
He's saying it's telling him to stay behind you.
Tires in the back pocket in case we get a late yellow, but the longer you can go.
It'll probably tell him here in a minute.
The better off you're going to be at the end of the race. So just kind of the plan.
All right, let's switch up.
All right, thank
but
you.
You should
we'll
be stuck behind somebody else when we cross over.
All right, thanks a lot, Austin. Appreciate you guys stepping up tonight for us.
Absolutely. That was your stage 2 winner, Robert Duvendak in the 99. We're getting ready to go back green, so let's get back up front. There's the man himself. We're going to interview the 24 in that first.
Well, I know for a fact I'm supposed to be ahead of the 429.
I'm sure we'll probably see him at the end, though, in the top 3. We'll get an interview.
Unless he didn't get his lap back.
He didn't. He pitted when we came back around.
Interesting here. Let me see what we're doing here. Yeah, there you go. I was about to say, I know they're not going green this time with those 2 trucks up front if Robert Duvendak's first. So those
Are you on pit road?
That is John Bell and Justin Parham.
Were you on pit road?
24.
No, I'm just now passing the pace car.
At here.
Oh.
Didn't get as much track position as maybe he was hoping. He's 20th right now, so maybe that strategy did not work out too well. But at the speed he's got in that
Trying not to run too fucking fast here because I don't want to waste no tire.
60 laps, a little more actually, like 63 to go in this race, so he should be just fine. Just got to stay patient, work his way up slowly right in front of him there. You see the 66.
I guess that guy that ran out of gas is now a lap down.
Morrison in the 43. I haven't brought up Robert tonight.
That's what I didn't want to do, was run out of gas and then get trapped.
A lot of damage on the right side of that truck. I know that has
I guess
to
we were just fucked either way. Just had no.
Now the pace truck lights.
If I would have known it was going to be that close, I would have been saving and getting out early. And
the Bourban 210 Noma Truck Series at Kentucky Speedway.
Well, last time we had looked at the fuel, it was we should have been good by quite a few laps.
On the outside, can he take it from Robert Duvendak? You see Joey Hickok's third truck in the back. Burnt his tires up a little too much last run. We'll see if he learned from it.
A lot of cars in front of us.
A little bit more conservative early, especially if we I shouldn't say, if we go green pretty long in this run, you're really going to need to make sure that you have had those tires saved. Get the green flag. Pit stops. I think they'll have to pit. I know they'll have to pit at least once if we were to go green.
Holy shit.
They'll have to pit twice. I think it would only be a one. Yeah, it should only be a one stopper if they do have to pit. Chris Akers, that third truck on the inside. And how about the two truck of Matthew Dyer involved in an incident early? Here he is, driver out of Santa Rosa, California. Let's see who gets the better jump, though, this time. Green flag is back out. Robert Duvendak does what he watched the 24 do so many times tonight. Pulls away from the field as soon as he hits the restart zone. Oh, further back. Oh. The 98's around. That's Jeff Carl. Spins it into a box. No caution. Back up front. 2x2. Ooh, Robert Duvendak didn't get the best run through turn one. He's going to have to fight off John Lynch on the outside. Here comes the two truck. Matthew Dyer on the inside. Side by side, Chris Akers thought about 3 wide, thought better of it. How about the run from John Lynch on the outside? Nice move from the 90 truck. Here goes the two of Matthew Dyer. Robert Duvendak trying to be conservative.
Dangerous.
And they're eating him up for the moment. Joey Hickok's going to try to make a move on Chris Akers. The 12, that's Xander Short. Got to be really careful here. Everybody getting really tight. We see these restarts getting more and more aggressive. With no more guaranteed cautions, now's the time to go on the restart. You got to get everything you can so you can really settle into a groove. Oh, the 12, Xander Short. Can he hold on to it? Couldn't see him there. What? Not sure what happened. My screen lost him for a minute. I do apologize about that. He does, though. What a save from the 12. Let's go watch this. He was all the way sideways in this thing. Take a look from a couple views on this case. Wow, nice job by Jay Stinson to miss him. Look at the save, though. The hands work. Let's take a ride on the cockpit real quick. Nicely done. We'll do a gyro on this one. Watch him here. It is not easy to save these trucks when the back end starts coming around, ladies and gentlemen. Watch his hands here. You see he's already loose. We'll go back a little more. Watch his hands. Gets in the turn here. Ooh, just kind of comes around on him. Holds it, holds it, holds it. Straightens. Oh, wow. You saw how close that one truck got. I know that had to give Xander a little scare, if nothing else. Up front, Matthew Dyer, currently your leader. Let's see how the 24 Kenneth Riedinger is making progress. Well, didn't have much issues. Went from 20th to 9th just like that in only a few laps. And now he's going to the inside of TJ.
Oh!
Rodney Roberts.
He ain't gonna try to do that move. He ain't got the grip for that.
Don't count Duvendak out. I think he's doing what he did last time, and we saw how well it worked out for him. Serving these tires until he really knows he's going to use them. The two truck with Clean Air is taking advantage of it. He's got the gap about 0.3 seconds to the driver behind him. Joey Hickok's up to third. John Lynch still holding on to second. Chris Akers also in the mix. Let's compare some of these lap times. Let's look at your current leader, Matthew Dyer's lap times here popping up on the bottom of your screen. Let's look at this last lap. It's going to be your best comparison. These last two. I see a 31.1 and a 31.5. Let's go back and compare this. Kenneth Riedinger, his last two laps, 31.1 and a 31.3. Overall, he's running a little bit faster still. Going to be able to track him down if he keeps up that pace. On average, about a 10th quicker. Look here at the dashboard. On these new tires, getting a lot more speed. And actually,
according to the announcer, 24, you're about a 10th quicker than the leader.
That was in the daytime. Sun has went just about completely down here at Kentucky. Speeds pick up as that air cools down. These engines gain some horsepower. Track gains grip. They can get in the throttle earlier, ride it longer down the straightaway. And that is what's making these restarts more and more exciting. Let's look further back through the field. See if we got any battles. 43, Albert Hewins.
I've gone into a little bit of conservative mode for my tires.
55 of Albert Hewins, excuse me. Just past the 43 of Robert E. Morrison, who we saw have some damage earlier. See if he's still got it. Yeah, the right side of that truck's still pretty beat up. He's out here running with it, though, as he's currently getting passed by the 89 of Edward Smith. Xander Short, who had that amazing save, unfortunately now back in 19th. Hasn't been able to make any progress since. Guy Braco, in front of that truck, all beat up.
Hard to pass some of these, the top guys here.
Matthew Dyer now has a challenge.
Especially having a comeback.
Joey Hickox in the 31.
Coming that far back.
Mm-hmm.
Joey's got to be careful. Oh, and the 2's going to break the draft here. This seems a little aggressive early. I didn't think we would see this, but
I can tell I used a good bit of tire getting up
that
there.
31 getting any closer than he has to on the straightaway. Joey Hickox.
And they got a little bit fresher tire than us because they came in after. We already ran 2 hard laps. Or a hard lap.
Really see Jay get all the way up this far to the front so far tonight. Hometown Bristol, Tennessee. Robert Duvendak played the strategy, and I think he's about ready to start pouncing. Right behind him, though, don't look now, Kenneth Riedinger. Fastest driver all night. Led almost every lap before that stage break. And he is moving through the field right now. Let's ride on board with one of these drivers in the middle of the pack. Let's actually ride on board with Kenneth. He tries to chase down these 2 in front of him. Remember, when they get side by side like they are right there, it stalls them out. Jay realizes that. Gonna back it up a little bit, lets Robert go. As fast as the 24 is, you gotta wonder if he maybe used up a little more tire than he would have liked to, getting through the field as fast as he did. And he has taken a very aggressive entry. That is gonna hurt those front tires late in the run. As fast as this 24 is, and as much as I hope he proves me wrong, if we go green for a while, I think this might hurt him in the long run.
Can't make any passes.
Making these very, very aggressive entries, but we will have to
I'm actually starting to lose a 10th of lap.
You hear him there in turn 1.
I just burnt too much tire on the way up there.
On the throttle quite a bit through turn 1. Didn't really hear him ever completely let off. More than maybe a split second. See how he does through 3 and 4. You see the track map there, how spread out everyone has now gotten here. Lap traffic could become a factor a little bit later in this race. We'll go back up front to your leader. You see him circled in green right there.
They're just running hard enough where I can't get goodbye on them, especially with the tires wearing out.
If this thing goes green the rest of the way, then with pit stops and everything else, I think that could certainly play into the game. Joey Hickox, though, trying to track down the leader of Matthew Dyer. Had to fend him off a couple laps ago. Gotta wonder if Joey's thinking about being a little bit more conservative this time. Maybe backed off, realized he doesn't need to be too aggressive. Let the cars come to you. Don't try to go to them. Robert Duvendak now made his way up to 4th place.
I'm plowing tight.
Trying to pass the 4 of Chris Akers. Gonna have to work a little bit for it. Chris got a couple truck length gap on him. That 99 has picked up speed. And a little bit, I don't know if anybody will, but we could maybe see a couple 2 tires. Maybe. I don't see myself doing that if I go in. If you're far back and you're really trying to get gambly with it, you could try it. I don't think that'd be the strategy play. I think if we see the green flag stop, everybody will come down, take 4 tires. Don't want to take full fuel if you don't have to, though. Make that truck lighter.
You're so much faster than me. I don't know if it's that lap or what.
I know some people do like to take full fuel because it helps the balance of the truck, puts more weight in the rear end, keeps that rear end a little bit more secure. A lighter truck seems to me like should be able to go a lot faster than one on a full tank of gas. 90 laps through this 140 lap event. It's the Bourban 210 Noma Truck Series here at Kentucky Speedway.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I can't get it to turn at all now.
So far, had a good amount of cautions early, but as this race is really starting to go
That's
on,
about the way I am.
As I say,
they're just walking off and leaving me now.
On Joey Hickox, you saw everybody blowing by Robert on the restart. I didn't worry too much about it. We saw the 99 do this last time. He's doing it again. Saved his tires. I'll tell you what, it's a fun feeling when all of a sudden you just pick up a lot more speed than the rest of the field because you saved your tires properly. And he's going to have to get around Joey Hickox. Joey not going to hand it over, though, by any means. He knows how important track position is.
I have no grip coming out of turn 4.
That fuel window, I think, is open probably somewhere around lap. Probably in these next 8 laps, if not already. And what do you do?
grip
You
in
pit
1
early
and
take
2.
the tires, try to short pit the
I'm
field.
just plowing no matter what.
Not take tires. Do you split it in half? I think I like the idea, especially if I use my tires up pretty aggressively on this restart to gain some positions. I think I might go in early here, whereas if I'm Robert Dubendak, maybe I'm staying out. That 99 is going to see if he can chase down and pass the 2 before their next pit
I'm struggling.
Everybody hugging that yellow line. We've seen the middle lane work from time to time. Kenneth Riedinger, though, falling back to 9th. And I think this might be kind of what I was telling you guys about earlier, 24. I think he used up his stuff a little bit too early. We saw him absolutely flying through the field. We know he's fast. Got up there to about the top 5 area. All of a sudden now he's starting to slip. Falling back, getting passed by a lot of drivers. I think those tires are hurting. We can compare it here by doing this. We'll take a look at Robert Dubendak's lap times. Driver who saved his tires. Look at those last 2 laps, 92 and 93. It's a 32-1 and a 32-1. Let's go back. Look at Kenneth's lap times, and you see it, a 32-3 and a 32-4.
Not that far off of them. I just can't. It's this dirty air.
What happens. It's the importance of tires at tracks like these. You don't have to worry about it at super speedways. Might have gotten ahead a little bit of some of these drivers being at Daytona last week. Maybe forgot about it just a little bit. All of a sudden, here we are, and if we go green the rest of the way and you burned your tires up, it's too late now. You've made your bed. You're going to have to lay in it. Clean air, though, is another pretty evening factor for this 2 truck. He can run a little bit harder than some of those guys back there without it hurting his tires as much. He's getting that extra downforce from the clean air some of those guys in dirty air aren't getting. Robert Dubendak has closed it up. Not able to get by him just yet. But he is ready to pounce. Gotta think if that 24 is wondering if he should have just stayed out till the end of stage 2, kept the track position rather, kept the clean air. He had a fast truck. Maybe he just overthought the strategy, or the strategy didn't work out. One of the 2. Robert Dubendak now is going to try the high side. Oh, he's going to get some momentum here down the front stretch. What can the 2 truck do? He's got to run. Here comes the 99. Dives to the inside. 2 truck can't block. Into the short chute. Robert Dubendak now dead even. 2 not going to be able to put much competition. New leader is the 99 of Robert Dubendak. 2's going to try a crossover on him here. Dubendak does a nice job defending it, though. I think this 99 is ready to set sail, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look one more time at Kenneth Riedinger to see how he's doing. He's still holding 9th. Vicente Guerrero trying to chase him down. Justin Parham, strong night early, he's falling back. This 48's got a little bit of damage. Not affecting him too bad. He's got a solid top 15 run. Currently 21 trucks on the lead lap. Robert Dubendak, though, probably thinking he wants to see this thing go green the rest of the way. That pit stop is not going to be easy, though. You're going to have to make sure you execute. If you mess up your pit stop, you might be in a world of hurt. Only have 1 more pit stop before this race is over. 40 laps to go next time around. I wonder when we'll start seeing some of those pit stops. I think once somebody goes in, we will see everybody else start following pretty shortly after. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. So we didn't get to do it yet. Everybody's kind of spread out, but we're going to do a Noma Truck Series Crank It Up. Here we go.
I just told 5 more laps of fuel.
I don't get. These guys are missing 3 and 4, and I can't beat them. All of a sudden.
And that is going to do it for tonight's segment of Crank It Up. I hope everybody did enjoy that. The lead is still being held by Robert Duvendak in the 99 truck. Second is Matthew Dyer. Third, Joey Hickox. Fourth, Chris Akers.
I'm going to pit next time by.
Spread out now for the most part. Not too many battles going on around the track. Might have a battle for the lucky dog. Christopher Bonomi actually not on track right now. Robert Jordan is, though. So that should put him in position, at least for now, for the lucky dog.
19 putting.
Gap now from the leader to second is half a second. Kind of been hanging there. I was about to say, I saw the 5 truck making a ton of ground, and I was like, are we going to have another battle? But that 5 already pitted, taking new tires. And you'll see the difference right here. No issues. Look how much farther in he can get into the turn. Truck rotates, no issues. The 2 has to really get out of it. Even runs a lane higher to get it to rotate a little better. Now Robert Duvendak. This 5 is going to get right around, get his lap back. That is the power of new tires. Everybody sees it, makes everybody want them. And now we'll put John Bell back on the lead lap. Paul Witt currently going to now be the first truck a lap down. Robert Duvendak running that middle line. I'm a little surprised Matthew Dyer. I think he's trying to search around just a little bit. Oh, we do have a pit. I didn't really maybe think about that.
Yeah, those guys are still out there going around. They just went by me.
24 used up his tires, so he's going to pit early here. We'll see if he decides to just go for it or if he's going to try to conserve these tires. Either one that he decides to do, he's going to get a lot of speed.
And I had 1 lap to fuel, and we came in after them.
He was about 4 seconds back.
It doesn't make any sense.
Make up the gap, but
no, we pitted before them.
Will this draw in any of these other drivers?
I'm talking about the leader, the Donovac guy, the 99.
Stay out, kept his tires cool.
Yeah, we pitted before him. Remember, that's how we got the lap down.
Dyer's still hanging with them. Got past pretty.
And then they pitted under caution, and we got the waiver round.
Stayed about the same, if anything. Duvendak stretching out just slightly by like 100th of a second every couple laps. Different lines, though. You see Robert been changing it up. We saw him run in the middle in 3 and 4. Looks like now he's going a little bit more towards the bottom.
I hit that apron.
Yeah,
apron's a bitch.
We are approaching.
I'm going to try to conserve more tire here.
Go 2 laps from now is when we'll hit it. It's been a pretty eventful night. Great racing. If you are just tuning in, you're watching the Noma Truck Series. Second race of the season here at Kentucky under the lights.
Oh, for as shitty as it was driving,
domination.
That's some of my better tire wire I just had on that last run. Front right was at 71.
Exactly what positions everyone's in or how it's going to pan out until we see every single driver pit. One thing Kenneth doesn't want to see right now is a caution. That would absolutely ruin his strategy, trap him a lap down. He's going to try to get up here and pass Justin Parham. They got TJ in front of him. Fuzz Yater currently in the pits. 43, Robert E. Morrison looks like he missed his box. Oh, did I just see the 2 down the pits? I definitely did. Joey Hickox also in the pit. Matthew Dyer. So a lot of these guys decided to come down the pits this time. This is where it gets a little exciting. Let's see who wins the race off. This is probably going to draw Robert Duvendak down any second. He's actually already in the pits with them. This is where the real race might begin. You see Joey Hickox leaving his box now. Robert
That
Duvendak
slow fucker fucked my entry up.
just entered pit road, actually. Looks like winning the race out. It's going to be Joey Hickox, then Chris Akers, Jay Stinson.
Wow.
Matthew Dyer, still don't see him. Robert Duvendak back there. I must have just missed him get off the pits.
I don't know where we would have cycled out at, but
when those other cars come
I feel like we was going to cycle pretty damn good.
On fresher tires than the 99
But
did.
now we're trapped a lap down.
Let's see how this pans out. Watch. Here we go.
Yeah.
Off of turn 4. It looks like Chris Akers in this group. Working their way through the tri-oval now. May have had a lot of guys speed. Joey Hickox. Oh, yellow flag is out. Oh, no. What happened? Not sure where this is.
Where the fuck is the pace trap?
Yellow flag is out, though. Let's go see what brought it out. Looks like it might have been Fuzz Yater. In the 14. He's on the pits right here. So this is a little weird. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, this race is going worse to worse to worse to worse.
Okay.
No, we're not a lap down.
So it must be.
No?
We're not a lap down.
Gets his pit stop here.
Okay. Well,
we were actually, I think, we might have cycled out near the front of the field.
Right here, getting off the apron. This is going to be what my guess
Where is the 99?
He's behind me.
It's telling me to let him. 99, it's telling you to be up here in front of me.
14 is trying to get up to speed. I do not see any issues yet, so let's try.
Now they're going to have a little bit fresher tires.
Oh, sorry, I did have.
I think all those guys ahead of us are on the tail end.
Joey Hickox involved. Oh no, what happened?
I've got 2 sets of tires left. We're only looking at 25 laps to go. I think it'd be best to come in and take one. You think?
Joey maybe got a penalty. I couldn't tell, but I think he may have been coming down pit road here. Let's look at Joey, see what happens here.
Yeah.
Oh no, Joey's loose. Joey's loose here. He's trying to correct it. He's going to overcorrect it a little much at 84 on the apron.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to try it.
That was happening.
I don't know if I'm
that sends Fudge Yater
doing
back
this
up
right
the track,
in my head.
far into the 13. Jay Stinson, 2 Hickox Motorsports drivers involved in this one. Looks like Joey does a pretty good job holding on to it. It doesn't change the damage, though. Jay Stinson's pretty beat up. So is the 84 Fudge Yater. And hold your horses. This is going to change up everything.
Maybe he'd pull back out.
Let's go back live. And this is not what a lot of these guys that pit want to see.
You're
this
not
might
keeping
trap
pit
a lot
road
of them a lap
speed
down if all the leaders don't pit. They're all hoping they do to get the wave around. But Vicente Guerrero, your current leader, up 22 spots right now from where he started. Second, Albert Hewen's up 23 spots from where he started. Third is Robert Duvendak. Fourth,
I feel like all those guys were on the tail end.
And fifth is Justin. Do you decide to come down and take tires here? If you just pit, I don't think you do. But if you're one of those guys that was waiting on a caution, you got it right now. You might be set. We are going to start to see differences in speed just simply based off of how fresh your tires are. And we're going to go green here with, it looks like 25 to go. It's kind of looking like. So 25 laps to go. That is not that long of a run. That would be the same as what we started the race off with. 25 lap sprint to the finish though here.
Have to see how many laps it shows us when we go green, but we might be able to make it to the end. At least
a tire set left over, if not a couple. We are going to see the aggression level really start to ramp up. If you're just joining in, hope you all have enjoyed so far tonight.
I felt like that would have been a really nice cycle for us.
Oh yeah, it would have been great because we was listed in 3rd.
Over a 40-lap green flag
when I came down the pits there.
Drivers. Actually, just under 40 rather, excuse me, but longest one that we've had so far tonight. If you are in here and you're enjoying what you're watching, please give us a like. It helps us out a lot. And if you're new here.
Okay. I was wondering what the fuck. I didn't want to stop behind all of them.
Decided to pit. Doesn't look like it because he is currently sitting 9th trying to get the wave around.
No, so even by going into the pits, we still came out 5th and 6th right here.
Can't tell just yet.
And we got
kind of weird
a
the way
lap
set
pressure.
some of this stuff up. It's
Something
showing
like
John
that.
Lynch
We got even
and
tires.
sure enough, okay, so I was right there. Yes, getting the wave around right here. Maybe even.
I don't know how it's been since they pitted.
So John Lynch getting the wave around.
We got even tires, I
think.
think.
It will give him a penalty, a black flag that he'll have to serve. So no, John Lynch did not pit.
I think the 99 came in under caution, I believe. I gotta be wrong
Guerrero,
though.
not sure how fresh his tires are. He's gonna have the 45. Rodney Roberts behind him. Robert Duvendak to the outside. Restarts have been critical all night, but I think it's gonna be even more critical now. But watch out, Kenneth Riedinger, crazy fast on the short run.
It's fucking left 2 lap down cars in the middle of the fucking pack right here behind us.
There's that fourth truck there, fourth truck rather, on the inside further back. It's got a lot of damage. You see John Lynch catch in the back of the field. Not gonna have to start that far back, right behind Chris Akers. Not a lot of beat up trucks so far tonight. Damage hasn't played as big of a role though as I thought it might. Pace truck lights are off though. Get in your seat, get comfortable. It's going to be a sprint to the finish here. Will we see it go green the rest of the way? Vicente Guerrero, can he hold it in the lead? For 25 more laps, green flag is out. 14 gets a really good jump. For the back, we see one truck drop off. He had a bunch of damage, doesn't matter. Robert Duvendak tries to get to the inside. He can't. Kenneth Riedinger has a wide open inside lane. That's dangerous for the 24 to get. He's going to pass a couple trucks right here. If he can get through this 45, he is going to set sail for
Big
the
Daddy.
leader. Down the backstretch, 45 has a really good run on the 14. We'll see what he decides to do with it here. Here comes Rodney Roberts. Can't quite dive to the inside. Kenneth Riedinger has now moved up. To the outside goes the 24. Looks like he has rocket boosters on the back of the truck. Absolutely shoots around the outside. And that can be the advantage of tires, but what a speed difference right there. Still makes it work here through turn 1. The 14, nothing he can do about it. The 19, Justin Parham gets trapped. And this is what Kenneth Riedinger wants to see right now, trying to get as big of a gap as he can. We're going to go 3 wide here into turn 3. Got to be careful. Oh, slight contact with the 45. He has to get out of it. 45 going to drop back down the last chance of the crossover. Oh, the 19 washes up the track. More contact between him and the 14. Robert Duvendak sitting back.
Oh, now I'm being put 3
right
wide.
Now, what I see, I would put my money on Robert Duvendak right now. He's doing what we saw, and I'll tell you what, 24 laps is enough. John Lynch still going to try to pass him for the moment. Robert's saving those tires as he keeps doing every run. It worked out magnificently for him last run. This is really going to work out for this 99 this run, I think, if he can keep it. However, Kenneth Riedinger with clean air, will he be able to get a big enough gap? It may not matter.
I cannot get past this fucking 14 on the bottom.
For second is heating up 2, 3 wide. 45 drops down to the apron. 3 wide into turn 1. We'll see if we can make it work. Down low goes the 45. The 9's going to try to get a big arc. 45 has to get out of it. Justin Parham's going to get the position, but here comes the 9 up top. John Lynch trying to get around that 45 on the outside. Into turn 3. Both lanes working out. Didn't see this earlier. And they have not quite let Kenneth Riedinger pull away just yet. Not like what we saw earlier, the gap. First to second is about half a second. And with this much balance, if these guys get lined up, 14 doing a good job after we saw him get passed on the first lap by the 24. Has been able to hold it off since the 19. Justin Parham, second fastest truck in qualifying, just not really able to find a way around some of this traffic right now. Let's look a little farther back in this field. 17 trucks on the lead lap. John Bell, the last one. Matthew.
We have enough gas from here?
Stinson and Joey Hickok.
We
had one up in the wall right there. That's the 98. Jeff Carl collects it, keeps it together. But as we were saying, Jay Stinson, Joey Hickok's involved in that last incident. The worst wreck you can get in is one with your teammates. Unfortunately, they're both
showed me with right at 27 laps. And we've only got going to be 19 to go now.
Or 17 rather, excuse me, trucks on the lead lap. Being on the lead lap, getting yourself a guaranteed top 20 right now. 24 now, starting to gap it out a little bit more. He's almost got the gap up to a second, over second of TJ. Justin Parham still nowhere to go. These guys have been going at it. Robert Duvendak now, I think he's finally got the tires where he wants them. He's going to start trying to move through this field. Don't know if he has enough time, though, with 20 to go. Ford Chris Akers washes up just a little bit. These guys really going at it. They know how important track position now is. No more pit stops. It's go time. 99, Robert Duvendak trying to get below that 45. Can't make it stick that time. Takes the air right off his nose. The 90, John Lynch up top trying to get a run. That 14 stalling him out is going to help Robert Duvendak, but he gets to the quarter panel. I just don't know if there's enough time. I still really like the 99 strategy, though. I think Kenneth Riedinger, though, up front is conserving these tires maybe a little bit better than he was before. The gap, though, back down to half a second in closing. Don't panic, though, if you're a 24 fan. I think, like I said, maybe he's being a little bit more conservative, but that 9 of TJ is really going to try to chase him down. Justin Parham has found a way around the 45. Now he's going to try to follow this 9 all the way up to the back bumper of the 24. If we get a caution within 10 to go, I think we will see everybody come down and take tires. Diving down to the apron a little farther back. Couldn't see that. Wasn't it was John Lynch. No, it was actually the 14. Vicente Guerrero did good early, but now those tires starting to take effect. You see how quick he's losing positions. Loses one there to Chris Akers. And that looked like Matthew Dyer, but I think, yeah, Matthew Dyer is currently a lap down. He's going to try and go get it back the hard way. Kenneth Riedinger now has the gap back up to 0.8, so it's been fluctuating. But if he can keep doing what he's doing for the next 17 laps, he's going to come home a winner. Check on Robert Duvendak, the tires saving strategy. Not paying off too well just yet. That 45 is doing a really good job of holding him off. How about Rodney Roberts? Haven't said too much about him, and I don't know why we haven't, because in this late run, he's been sticking up here in the top 5. Maybe doing the best job I've seen of anyone all night, holding off that 99 truck. You got to remember, when you get the air taken off the nose, some of these cars, it gets really hard. We are just checking something here real quick, but let's go back up front. Kenneth Riedinger, gap now almost 0.9. He's trying to get it to a second. He's trying everything he can. It could be a really big deal if he can get it that far. I don't know if he can do it, though. We did have someone ask what the Discord link was. That's what I was grabbing for you real quick. There you go. A lot of bumping and banging throughout the night. Survival races, they always come down to it at tracks like this. You got to make it to the end to have a shot. Tell the story that we had 28 trucks to start. 27 on the lead lap. You see 3 of them on your ticker there on the left. Those guys are out of it. The gap now over a second. However, Justin Parham has managed to get into second. We'll see what he can do with it. The 45 also going to try to get by the 9. I think the 9 may be pushing a little too hard as well. That damage definitely not his best friend. And this 45 has been on rails behind that 19, almost just like following his line. Usually you don't see that work too well. Everybody kind of searches around for a little bit of air to get on the nose depending on what lane they're in. But that 45 truck is handling really good tonight. Started in the day. A lot of people not handling too well. A lot of slipping and sliding saves. Once we've gotten the night, though, these trucks have really started to link up to the track. And if we really want to talk about a driver on rails, we'll talk about this guy. And I think right now he's thinking if he didn't get that caution, where would he be? Justin Parham now going to have to try to fend off this 45. He's going to try to make a move around the outside.
Sorry for the checkup, 9. I tapped the 45. I had to check out.
Can't do it. It looks like, oh no, he does. He sticks right to the left side, or the right side quarter panel of the 19. Robert Duvendak.
Was that you?
Just not making up as much position as I think he thought.
Yeah, I mean, it was me. The 45 cut down, and
45 can get around. I think he's
I tapped him just a little. I had to let out, and then the 9 rear-ended me, but I'm good.
The tires no longer fresh.
No caution, please.
Become the most important thing, and it is up to 1.6 seconds all of a sudden. Drivers, I think, starting to realize they're running out of time. A little bit. If you look further back, though, here, Joey Hickox rebounded up to 11th. His teammate following in close suit behind them, the 48 Matthew Fritz. Edward Smith.
I'm waiting for him to say 5 laps of fuel before 5 laps to go.
Truck's banged up.
He'll showing up with 17 laps.
Sam Boutwell currently lapped down. So is John Bell, Fuzz Yater, Robert Jordan. That truck also really tore up. One thing you like to see, though, is even these guys that are really banged up staying out here trying to make sure they get the race finished. You never know. It can always come down to a point or two, and it seems like it always does once we get to the playoff picture in these kind of series.
I abuse my tires too much. It looks like I'm going to get third.
He's hoping that these guys
just need everybody to keep their shit straight for the next 8 laps.
And he'll come home a winner at Kentucky. John Lynch was trying to go back-to-back, currently running 8th, not looking like it's going to happen for the 90 truck. At turn 2, you see how smooth he is. You don't hear too much tire slide either. Good sign that that 24 is feeling real comfortable right now.
You know somebody's going to bring a caution out.
Wouldn't fucking doubt it.
Truck looking very stable. You see these guys flying by you. Makes it rumble. You see how he can't quite hug the yellow as much as they did on the earlier restart. That might be something to note, though. You see some of those guys farther back actually hugging the yellow a little more, and they're not as fast as your leader, who has now stretched it out to a 2.5 second gap. So without a caution, this 24 is going to be able to just cruise.
Start backing my entry up.
We'll go back here a little bit.
No, you got a 2.5 second gap. You can really
45
take your time.
Justin Parham, Robert Duvendak, Chris Akers going to try to.
He hasn't set fire to go on fuel, so I think I'm good.
Senti Guerrero, that too was a lap truck. He's getting it back the hard way. Sucks because if he was on the lead lap, 2 truck looks pretty fast, and he would have made up a lot of positions. That 14 strategy, it may not have got him the win, but it's going to get him a top 10, potentially a top 5. He can find a way around this 4 truck, and he's trying right now, working a couple different lanes.
Had to go.
And if he can get to the quarter point right here, and sure enough, he goes down for a little bit of a side draft. Into turn 1, he has a little bit of a draft off the 2 truck. The 2 going down low, that might take some air off the 4.
I keep hearing people say, I'm sorry. Every time I hear that, a caution comes out a lap later.
Still side by side down the backstretch. They're stalling each other out. This is going to help Albert Hewins, John Lynch. They're both seeing this. Gas up a little bit. The 14 finally gets by. Chris Akers couldn't hold him off any longer.
4 to go.
That moves the 14 of Vicente.
Well, actually, 3 to go to the white. That's all I care about.
Up front, still the 24 in charge. Gap now flattened out at about 2.6 seconds. Doesn't matter, though. Even if they start catching, it's just too little, too late. Robert Duvendak tried a strategy. Didn't work out. Kenneth Riedinger tried a strategy. It is going to work out. He went from the green. We saw an aggressive outside move to get around a couple trucks.
I'm going to 2 to go to the white.
You get clean air late in these races. It's like a golden ticket.
And they keep their shit together for one more lap.
Bata has definitely been the fastest all night, at least on the short run. Long run may have had some contests with the 99. We had a short to medium run here to end it. Once this 24 got out in front, it just didn't matter. Nobody was able to really catch up.
Come on.
And he's going to have to go around 3 more times. He's hoping
to
see that white flag more than anything.
Display it.
Because he knows if we take it,
well, it's 2 to go, so
it will mean no more.
Just get to the line here. 2 more to go.
Yeah. If you can get 1 more before the caution, that will be good.
Noma Truck Series. We'll look back 1 more time here before we keep it on the 24 for the last 2 laps. Joey Hickox
half a lap
up to 11th. His teammate Jay Stinson falling back a couple spots. Xander Short, good recovery, back up into the top 10, and he's still fighting, trying to get up to John Lynch. Don't know if he's going to have enough time. Chris Akers also going to try to get off John Lynch. Don't know if
caution.
Now you're going to have whatever wrecks you want to have.
Second, Rodney Roberts.
Make sure you do a big burnout this time, 24.
The 24 of Kenneth Riedinger. Out of turn 2, still holding a smooth line. At this point, if you're the spotter, you got to be saying, man, just get it around the track. We don't need a race anymore. He's got a 2.7 second gap on the field. Just stretching it out even more as we go here. Here we go, white flag one more time around Kentucky for the 24 truck. Into turn one. Nice smooth line, gets it down to the yellow, rides it up down the backstretch for the final time.
Look at the fireworks.
He sat on the pole.
I'll take a
dominated
third.
and won
We should have came away with a win with this. It would have sucked if we did it.
He took the lead back. No competition since. Coming across the line, Kenneth Riedinger wins at
Hello?
Wow, these motherfuckers are wrecking back here.
Kentucky. Nice performance from the driver, the 24. Big day for points for him. Second, Rodney Roberts. Third, it's going to be Justin Parham. Fourth, Robert Duvendak. Fifth, Vicente Guerrero. But the man that's happy tonight is the fireworks go off in
Somebody
turn
gonna
three.
holler at, I want that 24
Kenneth
tester
in
for
the 24 truck. He's
steroids.
going to come around here and burn it down. We will be getting interviews with him.
Oh, get me a drink before I fucking do this goddamn interview.
It's hot. Where do I gotta go?
And I'm sitting here looking right now to find some of these guys for interviews. Going to pull one up here, but we will be right back. It's going to go to Kenneth Riedinger in the 24. Second was Rodney Roberts. Third, it's going to go to Justin Parham. Fourth, Robert Duvendak. Fifth, Vicente Guerrero. Sixth, Albert Hewen. Seventh, John Lynch. Eighth, Chris Akers. Ninth, Xander Shorten. Rounding out the top 10, Joey Hickox. 11th, Matthew Fritz. 12th, TJ. 13th, Edward Smith. 14th, DJ Manish. 15th, Jay Stinson. 16th, Randy Bonomi. 17th, Matthew Dyer. 18th, Paul Witt. 19th, Robert E. Morrison. 20th, John Bell. 21st, Jeff Carl. 22nd, Guy Braco. 23rd, Sam Boutwell. 24th, Fuzz Yater. 25th, Robert Jordan. 26th, Christopher Bonomi. 27th, William McKellar, and 28th is going to be Ray Zerkut in the 28 truck. Let's see if we were able to finally get some of these guys brought up here to the booth. Sure enough, here they are, so we will get them in here. One sec. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we have found your top three, so we are going to start with third place finisher tonight, Justin Parham. Justin, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, you look pretty strong all night. I thought you were going to sweep or kit the pole early on. Kenneth Riedinger just beat you out, but either way, solid third place finish tonight. How'd you get it done?
Yeah, as far as pole goes, I completely blew turn to the turn 4 and really slowed my lap time down there. And as far as the race, it wasn't too bad to start with, and it became a struggle when me and the 24 there both had to pit before the second stage in, because somehow we was out of fuel while everybody else was able to go to the end. And then that chopped us a lap down, but we got it back under the caution, and then it was just a struggle working our way back up. But we finally made it up there, and on that last restart, I just had to push my tires just a little too hard at the start of that run, and I didn't have enough to squeak away with the second there.
Well, either way, man, you had a really good run tonight. Before we let you go, is there anyone you want to thank or shout out?
Just the league for putting everything on, and then teammate there, the 24, for me and him both spent a lot of time this week just practicing, because turn 3 and 4 at this track is very difficult. And me and him spent a good bit of time this week practicing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your third place finisher, Justin Parham, the 19 truck. Now, we're going to bring in your second place finisher, Rodney Roberts. Rodney, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, late in the run there, it looked like you were on rails. Thought maybe if you would have been closer or we had another caution, you had a chance to get that 24. Not quite enough. What more did you need tonight?
Just needed a little bit more power in the truck. I really ain't that good at this track, and came into practice running slower lap time, about a second slower than everyone else, and just trying to figure out how to run 3 and 4. Finally, at the end, I figured out how to run and stay consistent for second.
Well, it was a good run for you tonight. Is there anyone you want to thank or shout out before we let you go?
I want to thank my team, J.O., for putting in this truck. That's a good truck so far this season. Let's just keep it up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's your second place finisher tonight, Rodney Roberts in the 45 truck. Now we're going to talk to the man of the hour, the 24, Kenneth Riedinger. Kenneth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, speaking of on rails, you were on rails all night tonight. Looked like you got kind of trapped off your strategy play there in the middle, but then after that caution, you set sail, and nobody came within a second of you. How are you so dominant tonight?
Yeah, it was just tons of practice over the week. We put a couple hundred laps of practice in, because neither me or the 19 had ran any laps here, so we had to do a lot of practice laps. We probably put about 400 laps of practice over the week, trying to prepare, trying to get that 3 and 4 down.
Well, we can certainly see how much practice pays off. Congrats on the run tonight. Before we let you go, is there anyone you want to thank or shout out?
Just the league for putting everything together. Even these guys race pretty clean, and it was a lot of fun. Even though when I got caught off guard there, just racing everybody, and you can trust that they weren't going to wash up into. I think I clipped somebody, but other than that, it was pretty good. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your winner tonight, the 24 truck, Kenneth Riedinger. All right, there? And that is pretty much going to wrap up coverage. A couple reminders, though, before
that was
leave.
Fun.
Roll the advertisement / announcement. Let's get this off the screen so everybody can actually read
I'm
it.
glad that's over, because my heat,
while you're looking at it,
my entire shirt is just drenched.
Bobby may not be back Monday, so there's a chance that race will be streamed here again as well. But we will let you know that once it's official. If it's official, hoping Bobby can get back as soon as possible. Any of you that are just tuning into the streams in general for Ghost Racing Network on Thursday, it's going to be the Ghost Racing Network 125 Money Racing and the NASCAR Xfinity Series.